The night Nikola Tesla died, the United States government broke into his room before his body was cold. They took everything, every notebook, every blueprint, every page of every document he had ever written. And, for decades, they told the world there was nothing important there. This is Lost Signals, and what you are about to hear has never been fully explained. Tesla did not die like a man who had failed. He died like a man who had finished something. In the final weeks of his life, he told a small number of people the same thing, that he had completed the most important work of his career, that what he had built would change the world in ways no one was prepared for. He was 86 years old. He was living alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker hotel, and he had not published a single scientific paper in years. Whatever he had been working on it in secret. On January 7th, 1943, a hotel maid found his body. He had been dead for nearly 2 days. Within hours before his family had been notified, before any official process had begun, agents from the Office of Alien Property arrived at his room and removed everything inside it. Every document, every personal effect, every piece of research he had ever kept. The official explanation was that Tesla was of foreign birth and his work needed to be reviewed for national security purposes. They said they found nothing of significance, but here is where the story stops making sense. If there was nothing significant, why was it classified? The files taken from Tesla's room were not simply reviewed and released. They were sealed, marked restricted, and kept from the public for decades. When a portion of them were finally declassified, scientists who examined the documents said something that was quietly noted and then largely ignored. The work inside was decades ahead of anything being developed at the time. Not slightly ahead, decades. Tesla had spent the last years of his life working on something he called the Teleforce weapon, a directed energy device capable of sending concentrated beams of particles through the air over distances that should have been physically impossible by the science of 1943. He wrote about it, he described it in detail, he claimed it was functional. When the government opened his room, the prototype was not there. It has never been found. But the hotel room was not the only place they searched. Years before his death, Tesla had built his greatest laboratory on Long Island, New York. He called it Wardenclyffe. It was designed to transmit energy wirelessly across the entire planet. Free energy, available to anyone, anywhere on Earth. His funding was cut before it was completed. The laboratory sat abandoned for years. In 1917, the United States government ordered Wardenclyffe demolished. They said it was a security risk during wartime. But before the demolition began, government officials entered the laboratory and removed every document, every drawing, and every piece of research still inside. Those documents were never returned. They were never publicly cataloged. And no official record of what was found inside has ever been released. There is a name that appears in the declassified files that most people have never heard: Blois Fitzgerald. A scientist working for a classified government program who was sent specifically to examine Tesla's research after his death. Fitzgerald's report concluded that Tesla's theoretical framework was not only valid, but that certain elements of his work represented a direction of research that the United States could not afford to ignore. That report was classified for over 40 years. When it was released, it received almost no coverage. In 2016, a researcher filed a Freedom of Information request for the remaining Tesla documents still held by the FBI. The FBI confirmed they still exist. They also confirmed that portions of them remain classified to this day. A man died in 1943. His scientific papers are still considered sensitive enough to keep from the public in 2024. The official reason has never been given. Tesla once said that the present is theirs, but the future for which he had really worked was his. He was right about almost everything else. The question is what he finished in that hotel room, and who decided the rest of us were never meant to know. Subscribe to Lost Signals, because this is only the beginning.